According to the document A, whoever will willfully and unlawfully conceals, remove, multi mutilates, of the obliterates, obliterate. I'm sorry, multi or obliterate or destroy, or or attempts to do so, or with intent to do so, takes and carry away any records proceeding, maps, books, documents, or other things filed or this deposit with any clerk or office of any court of the United States or any public office, or with any judicial or public officer, or the United States shall be fined under this title, fined under this title, or imprisoned not more than 3 years or both. So this is what they're trying to do. This is what they're trying to do, and this is the one the guy was talking about, the 18 U.S. Code, section whatever, what I'm saying, we see a little asper in there, 2071, concealment, removal, or mutilation, generally. That's bullshit. That's bullshit. So Biden them knew what records that Trump had. They knew what. How did you know about these records that you broke into this man's place just to find? What records do you know that he has? Is what we want to know. We weren't about Dollar J. Job. We weren't about what records you truly running after. The first subsection say who willfully, and the first say who is willfully and unlawfully conceal and remove, mutilation, or obliterate, or destroy, or attempt to do so with intent to do so, takes and carry away any of the records, proceeding, books, papers, documents, things, fines, with any clerk or officer, yada yada yada, yada yada yada, judicial, yada yada. The following passage that says any have the custody, any following passage that say anyone having the custody of such records proceeding to maps, books, documents, papers, and other lawfully conceals and reveals and all that imprisonment, yada yada yada. We know that bullshit that you're lying about, because even if this document is true in any shape or form, it still does not prove anything. But it do prove, though, is how desperate the demon Democrats are to keep this man from running for the 2024 election. That's all it's showing. And it's showing more and more how desperate they're becoming. The North Carolina Election Board, I'm saying, votes against allowing countries to scrutinize ballot signatures. Mm-hmm. Well, how we know that? How did we know that was going to happen? That's not unexpected. New poll reveals who demon Democrat wants to be on. Who gives a shit what they think? They don't think about us. They'll send you to war and draft your damn child and have him go over there to fight for them while they sit at home pulling these type of stunts and doing all kind of incriminating, flooding the neighborhood with drugs in the white and black community and opium and all types of karate things to fuck up your life. And then when you have a child, his life is fucked up because you done put it in his system, and then Antifa Fauci doing his garbage along with Bill Gates. Now he over there buying up all the farmland, want to poison everybody through the food and so forth. You know what I'm saying? And we see what Antifa Fauci did in AIDS. You remove the end of the eye, and what then you do? You have AIDS, but you remove the end of the eye, and what do you have to the words AIDS? You know what I'm saying? Republicans who pushed the 2020 election fraud claim accused of election fraud. The Representative Lee Zeldin and the Representative nominee to be the governor has been accused of ballot petition fraud and may not be able to have his name appeared on the independent party line on November. Yeah, that's a bullshit lie. That's a bullshit lie. That's wordplay. The following That's the accused Lee Zeldin. Now they're going to accuse Lee Zeldin next. I knew this was coming next. They're going to accuse him of fraud. hmm Meanwhile, it's them doing this shit in it. So when they did it to the President of the United States, Donald J. Trump. The following the 2020 elections, the Senate supported former President Donald, supported the President of the United States, Donald J. Trump. He wasn't former, he was the president, and he still is the president of the United States. Claimed that the 2020 election was fraudulent although no evidence has been emerged. Yeah, if you lock up all the ballots in the warehouses and make sure nobody can check the ballots, and you're throwing ballots out and rigging the machines, you know what I'm saying? And lying about Russian collusion, and then put Black Lives Matter out there because you cracked George Floyd neck and every other nigga that you could find your hands to put on to do that shit to cause, and then use the black card to drive it home. Don't give me that bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Accused of that. You know what I'm saying? Saying he backed Donald J. Trump in the Trump Donald, the President of the United States, claiming the 2020 Republican election all dirty evidence never emerged. You never gave the evidence to even the people out here talking about emerge. How are you going to emerge when you're hiding it? How are you going to emerge when you cheated it? How are you going to emerge when you're doctoring the papers? How are you going to emerge when you're using fake ass machines and ballot boxes and throwing out the ballots and doing all kinds of crazy corruptive shit? How the fuck you prove it to the American people that that's not true? You bold faced fucking lie. We ain't going on no hearsay and no talk. It's motherfucking cheap. And wordplay and schemes and deeds. You know what I'm saying? All the no evidence emerged. Yeah, right. You know what I'm saying? We don't want to hear that corroboration allegation. The GOP congressman voted against the certification of creepy Joe Biden. I would have too. I would have too. Electoral votes in Arizona and Pennsylvania. I would have too. Any rightful person in a right mind would have done that as a politician. Because you never proved you didn't. And you never will. You're scared for the world to know just how creepy you guys are. This debate is necessarily because rogue election officials, Secretary of State, and court uh, circumvention state election laws. These argue at the time. That don't mean shit. He has a right to do so. He has a right to do so. So this is wordplay, and you're full of shit. Eric Trump said security cameras capture FBI acting inappropriately during the raid. Why is that not unexpected, Mr. Eric Trump? We expected that. You know what I'm saying? Said that the security camera caught the Mar-a-Lago caught the FBI agents behaving improperly during the Monday raid, alleging that the investigators were assessing parts of the former President Donald J. Trump Florida resident that they should have been that they shouldn't have been. In an interview with the Daily Mail, Eric Trump said that because the staff refused to turn off the surveillance camera at the request of the FBI. Why should they turn off the surveillance camera if you're doing something right? Why you hiding the camera and doing so wrong? Turn off the cameras. You know what I'm saying? Turn off requested of the FBI or the Mar-a-Lago camera capture agents uh, raiding areas that they weren't authorized to. The 30 agents there, he recalled on Wednesday, they told our lawyers, you have to leave the property right now and turn off the surveillance camera. Prick ass. You know what I'm saying? FBI agent. You know what I'm saying? There's some prick ass. I swear to God, these people are racist, Ku Klux Klan, the Gestapo. This is the Gestapo of the United States. You know what I'm saying? Like you had in Germany during the war and even just before the war. You know what I'm saying? The former president was not on the property as he was in New York City at the time of the search. Eric said he was the one who got the call about the raid. And Eric Trump, you know what I'm saying, that Eric Trump said that the FBI refused to give Trump lawyers Christina Bob a copy of the search warrant, but showed it to her from about 10 feet away. Down goes Fraser. Down goes Fraser. Down goes Fraser. Down goes Fraser. The lion behind it, something else took 10 feet away. Daily Mail, you know what I'm saying? DailyMail.com reported he also said he would be thrilled to find out if there was a valid reason to search it. However, Bob told New York Times a day earlier that she received a copy of the warrant. Bob said supporting the position to the warrant was sealed and that Trump team, you know what I'm saying, it was sealed and the Trump team, you know what I'm saying, was still deciding whether or not they would go to court to ask for its release. It was very, I would say, thin, and also you can tell it went from public records. You know what I'm saying? Bob told Real American Voice on Tuesday the affidavit supporting the position, the, the supporting documentation, I'm sorry, whatever, of what the probable cause to obtain the warrant has been sealed. So, yeah, they're gonna seal anything. That's one thing the demon Democrats good at, especially when they cheated the election. You notice how quick they seal the ballots in a warehouse and put guards in front of it and all this different stuff, but yet still saying that he won the election. Now we have a now we have another story coming up. Angelica Yee builds a Angelica Yee. You know what I'm saying? Okay, has built an empire, whatever. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? Build the empire and help black people since you want to look like one. You know what I'm saying? FBI very denounced threats following search of Trump's home. Like that. Very Michigan company released industrial chemicals into the water. Why are we not surprised? Michigan company released industrial chemicals into the water. Yeah, why are we not surprised? The same thing they did here on Long Island and got us buying bottled water while they invest in bottled water and get rich and millions of dollars are pouring into their pockets while people drinking their bottled stupid ass water when we're supposed to be having clean drinking water running from the pipe and free. You know what I'm saying? Water ain't even free. That's a damn shame. Trump and the Republicans terrible, no good, very bad week about who gives a damn what week it is. You're garbage. Everybody knows that stupid shit. Search for Southampton Village police chief continues. I see. So what, they got Herman Lamberson up there? They need to give it to Herman Lamberson and stop playing around. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm gonna say to that. Ex-DOJ officials on FBI raid. I told advisors my client to tell their families I'm looking to get a. Nobody want to hear this stupid ass story. That's another dumb story. I'm saying Hillary Clinton response to Mar-a-Lago raid was perfectly uh, petty. The former demon Democratic nominee got a dig in on Trump after the FBI searched the Mar-a-Lago. Yeah, she was down with it, just like she's down with murdering a whole bunch of people every time they knew something about him, about to reveal it too. When the Fox News host Don Dingino said Monday that people on the left would be laughing over federal investigation executing a search warrant on a former creepy Joe on a form. I'm sorry, on would laugh on the investigation executing a search warrant on former